Welcome back to Anno 1800. Now, I'm sorry about the delay of the episode. It should have been released yesterday, but real life kind of came first. So, yeah. As you can see, we are now at Lallybroch, where I set up this tree farm thing using Ursula Green, Teutonic Technical Secateurs, the Druid Sickle, and Ferrous Alzarami. Was just looking to see if this is actually enough to keep us covered in regards to our wood needs. As it turns out, it is not. If I take all of the islands in the New World, where of course Pumu Industry and the Throne of Wiv are the two islands that uses the most wood, you can see that the result is that we actually use 266 tons per minute. This island is producing 248. So we'll be continuing to use the docklands to import the wood because it seems kind of pointless to have additional ships here when wood is so cheap to import through the docklands. As for our orchard island, this is now Eskau or Ethkau orchard. No room for an S, of course, so we have complete overproduction of resin and also complete overproduction of cherry wood. I don't think we are ever going to need to build more of these. I also had to add a couple of sugar refineries in the New World, combined with a few more cotton and felt mills. And on TZ Vines, which I believe we should now rename to TZ Farms, I have added potato fields. I made Cosmo Castelli, the agronomic trailblazer, in the Research Institute, which, by the way, I have completed all of the research for all of our specialists here. So we can now also move on to filling up a zoo and a botanical garden, as I can just make the items and don't have to worry about the expeditions for that. But this island is producing, with this, the potato farms have an absolutely absurd productivity rating. Cosmo Castelli gives 70% productivity, and of course 35% additional modules. The superphosphate fertilizer also is 70% productivity with the 35% modules. And then Alexander Hancock is 80% productivity with another 35% modules, and also the one extra potato every 8th cycle. So with these 20 potato farms, this island is capable of producing 322 tons of potatoes, and I haven't even put Ferrous Alzarami in this trade union the way that I have in this one. I don't know if I have a Ferrous Alzarami. I do. The 322 without Ferrous Alzarami, let's put him in, and we are up to 352 tons of potatoes. Now, with all islands selected, we are using 212 tons, and we're producing 445, but the other islands are kind of irrelevant because I want to get rid of those potato farms. But before we move on to what we are actually going to be doing in this episode, I have a little time-lapse for you guys where I decided it was time to decorate downtown. So I hope that you enjoy that. So here we are. The speed of the time lapse might have been a tad too quick, but the raw footage was very long, so I had to do it the way I did. Also, there was a moment where an airship passed through over the screen, which had me jump a bit. I hope that didn't scare any of you. So now we have the little amusement park down here, which is unlike this one. There's ticket booths on this one, but this one is beside the World's Fair. This one is more open to the public, to the residents, and just beautifying things a little bit here, also with the additional investors' houses and the additional engineers' houses here. I'm not sure what to do with this area here. I initially planned on having hotels here, but I don't think that's going to be on the menu. But we'll see. But now the downtown has taken shape, and really what we need to continue working on is our skyscrapers, and in addition to that we should also fill in these houses again. So we do need to upgrade a bit of our worker houses and move them over here. So let's do that quickly. Two here and put them there. These two we can put there. We need a fair amount of workers for that final.
A scattering of blossom.
These. Let's see. We can take these four. One row. Grade tool. We've got four here. Take those. That won't work. One of them is offset. We need 8 more. We have these 4. Who's these 4? I have to take them down 2 by 2, otherwise I won't be able to fit them there. Kinda want to get rid of the farmers on this island, but it's probably say easier said than done. Besides, we shouldn't get rid of the farmers until we have as many houses as we want to have on the island, because I can't move houses from a different island to this one. I really wonder how many Thomasina Langton we are going to get, because she keeps popping up. And we need another row of 4. Don't think those are offset. Nope. And then we need the final 4. As you may have noticed in the time lapse, I also had forgotten that I had 2 churches in the area where I decorated, so I made some more space there for decorations. What on earth? Oh, I've just forgotten to put down houses there. There we go. Okay, so what we need for our skyscrapers currently is a furniture store. And that seems to be it. Okay, for our engineers, we also need a furniture store. And that seems to be it. Okay, so we need to find a place for a furniture store here. How is that location? It's 4 houses. If I move the road there, I don't think I can make room for these engineer houses anywhere else. Suppose I could put them up here. Now this furniture store is going to require... I don't think I made trade routes for the orchards. And I need to deal with this one as well. Yeah, let's send this one to Easy Farms instead. Pick up potatoes there. And offload all of them there. And let's... No, not there. Delete. Load. Like that. I have no idea what number this is. It's Old World 19. I need to go to the ship. But I... Okay. Accept. Rename the route. Old World 19. And let's find that ship, which is not going to be the easiest. Because I have a few. What? What's the name of that ship? It's the Providence, and it does have potatoes on board, so why couldn't I find it? Well, that stage of the game where you just drown in ships. It's probably here somewhere, actually. There we go, Providence. Old World 18, ship number 1. No, not 18, 19. Ship number 1. Enable the route, go back in here. And then move it into the Old World group. And we're fine. Okay, so the next thing we have to do then is to get the cherry. I think it, or maybe it's both of them actually. Furniture store. If we put that there. Won't cover all of it, so we need another one down here, but here I can use one of the smaller ones. And it can go there for its warehouse purposes. We need to go to the shopping catalog. The only thing we can make currently is a banker's lamp. It takes light bulbs, brass, and glass. I'm too happy about that combination. Oh, those. Oh dear.
In my home, all fragile things end in shards. There lurks a black-furred monster when I am gone.
Oh, so you have a cat, do you? Right. Brass, glass, and light bulbs. To get the vanity screen, which does require lacquer and cherry wood and cotton fabric, we are going to have to provide our citizens... Can you shut up? We need banker's lamps. Same here with the writing desk. Requires banker's lamps with 100% productivity. 4 poster beds. Oh dear. Bear furs. That's... and goose feathers. Give access to more bear fur and feathers to any of your old world islands. And finally, we have the lounge seating, which is Sangakau, Wanza timber, and wool. This one seems to be best suited for the scholar area of the city. So we needed brass, glass, and light bulbs. Do we have all those things on this island? Light bulbs. We still have enough of it. Intermediate products when it comes to brass. We're using, so I assume we have a trade route. We're also using glass and we're producing it, so should be fine. Just need to wait for the goods pickup. I thought we needed more. I don't remember why I started making. Well, I do need to make the lacquer and also the cognac. But
A het? Of course my Galleria Banneret is the best. Let's keep it that way. The lamps are old news. We need a new bestseller. We could even ask the customers.
okay. That's why the cognac confused me. We already have cognac on the island, and of course that's because of the beer festivals. So I need to get grapes, cherry wood, and sugar to somewhere where I can produce cognac.
Farmers? Didn't know we still had the blighters.
But at least we can upgrade to tier 4 now. Let's see, can we upgrade these to tier 3? Yes, we can. Okay, so cognac, we need these 3 items. Now, this is a multi-factory. It doesn't... It says we have 1 cognac on the island. I have no idea where I put that.
A quality lamp needs a quality writing desk to stand on. However else will our customers work through the night to afford both? Rather illuminating, wouldn't you agree?
Oh boy. Oh dear. That was a bad one. It says on island, cognac 1. But where the heck would I have put that? Wait, did I put it down here?
I've coaxed a few citizens into a so-called marketing survey. Your input is appreciated. Can you stop by the office?
Sure, but not yet. I need to figure out this first, Donald. I mean, we have the champagne industry going on here. Doesn't it highlight? What's going on here? Missing goods. They missed linen. That's bad. Ah, I built it there. How are we missing linen? Linen. Right, that's how we're missing linen. We're not producing enough of it. We'll have to go to Mbeza first then.
A fire broke out.
Okay, now everything's going to go into the interesting area, I suppose. This trade union here. Luminer, tapestry looms, lanternsmiths. This one, cloth. Okay. Oh, that's annoying.
I love the fire service. They help me a lot.
Guess I'll do that, and I can get the road down. I probably need yet another warehouse. That should put us back in the green for linen. Yeah. And we should also have sufficient linseed. Good. Okay, so we just need to let that get back into production and we'll be fine. So for this we need grapes. We have grapes on the island, so we need cherry wood and we need sugar. Cherry wood we need to get from not Quadrotestad, but from Eskau Orchards. So that will be Old World 20, Sweet Harmony 4. That says something about how many ships I have built. Open the trade route menu. Old World 20. Eskau Orchard. We need agricultural. No. Raw materials. Cherry wood. Load up all of it. Send it back to the Throne of Wiv. And put this in the Old World group. Accept. Then we need to pop off down to the New World. Yeah, I lacked materials here when we did the time lapse, so that's why there was a random weird pause there. I had to send the materials from Palatio Wiv down there with a cargo ship. So how much sugar are we producing here now? We are producing 87 tons. Good. Means we should be full up on that. Let's also finish this. Have ample influence, I should say. Intermediate 7,000 sugar. Yeah, we are not lacking in regards to that. Do I have any spare cargo ships down here? I do have these. I have this one. And I have this one. Need to send some more ships down here, and I also think I should send this one home because I'm going to replace it with an extravaganza steamer. There are ruins. Okay, so this thing blew up, did it? Now we need trade route sending up sugar to the Old World. The number 11. Trade route, New World, Old World 11. Put it in this group. Take sugar. Just fill it up. Send this to the Throne of Wiv. Remove these. Accept. Then you can become New World, Old World 11, ship number 1. And we'll put you on the route right away. Should probably use some of the airships for these overseas routes, but they are very demanding in regards to upkeep, and I'm not sure if they're actually faster or not when it comes to overseas. So we could take a couple of ships and send those down.
Attention for the Admiral.
Of course you had to pause just at that moment. Send these down to Palatio Wiv. And while we wait for that, I don't know what's going on. Oh.
Some of our furnishings may divide people.
Oh gods. Let's upgrade our skyscrapers.
The cherry atop our beautiful friendship cake.
We don't have a cake.
You mustn't.
Now the interesting thing here, I don't know if I fixed that bug. No, they haven't. If you have level 3 investor skyscrapers beside engineer level 3 skyscrapers, they all get intense. It's an interesting little bug. It might be intentional, but I don't think it is. Okay, so these guys are going to want a drugstore, they're going to want typewriters, and they're going to want violins. Now, as for our investors, this is probably going to ruin their... No, they're strong. Although, the moment I upgrade these, they won't. What's going on with you? Aha, that's what's going on there. I had forgotten to upgrade a couple of these because... So this one should be level 3. This one should be level 3 as well. Then this row, and this row. Not the one over there, please. Yeah, that one. So these are going to need typewriters and billiard tables. This is getting complicated. It's a level 2. Happiness remains unchanged. So it's the needs that are relevant now. With this to level 4 and this one to level 4. Now these are all strong and decent with 1 intense because I haven't properly configured them yet. Maybe they'll end up being... No, these are intense because... Okay, so that's why these are...
Your ship has returned from its voyage.
Close to the park, and they don't have a building affecting their panorama value on this side. I'm not going to care about that. Yeah, that's level 4 skyscrapers, so that's something. When it comes to the typewriters and billiard tables, we'll look at them. But first of all, I would like to have a look at our cognac consumption rates. Not much, 1 ton per minute. So...
Oh, of course, silly me.
I love the artisans, they're so silly. As he just said, oh god, silly me. The sugar hasn't arrived yet, so we'll have to wait for that, but... how much is this thing going to produce? 2 tons per minute, so we are going to need 2 of them. A room for 2 of them here? No. Not unless I do that, which is fine, I can do that. Which brings us to the typewriters. Yeah, I was afraid of that. That's going to require steel, brass, and lacquer. Now, lacquer we need to start producing on Pumu Industries. As for the billiard tables, those will require celluloid, which I have been avoiding as much as possible. But we will no longer have that option. So we're going to require cherry wood, that's fine. Felt, we can import that. And then we need to set up celluloid in the new world. Let's start out with the lacquer. That's resin, ethanol, and sand. Sand we import through the docklands, so that's fine. Ethanol. I don't think we produce enough ethanol currently. Islands. How much ethanol are we using? Okay, we are producing enough ethanol. Do we have any trade routes going from the old world to the new world with ethanol? Yes, we do. But I assume this ship was going to be full most of the time. So we can take ethanol from the Throne of Wiv and send that over to Pumu Industries. Eventually, that will change because I don't want the ethanol to be, or rather the schnapps to be produced on the throne. That's Old World 21. Old World 21, ship 01. Set up a trade route. Old World 21, assign it to the Old World between these two islands. And we want ethanol and unload it. Accept. Next, we are going to need Old World 22, ship 01. So we need resin. Old World 22, put it in the correct group. So we're producing resin up there. That would probably be a raw material. Accept. And the sand we are already importing through Docklands. Please don't. No, I did set the volume at 40. Have I been mumbling again? It's just that song. It's so intense. So I'm sorry if I have been difficult to hear. Let's get a different song. Okay, resin. I have a chemical plant for lacquer here. I don't know if this is the place where I want to actually produce the lacquer, but I think we can set up a couple of these. There is an entrance there.
My, what tragedy for your island's natural habitat.
Still picturesque though, but yeah, I am producing a lot of pollution on this island. You can use this warehouse for now. Now when it comes to items, unknown. Chemical plant lacquer. It's only the double redundancy that affects this building. I think we do want to have a double redundancy. Not sure if I have any in store here. Do I really need to write double redundancy? No result. Okay, we'll go in here. Item development. Double redundancy. And develop 4 of these.
New orders.
Have the sugar arrived? Yes, it has. So we are now producing cognac. Good.
Cargo stations.
Did forget to repaint the ship that's transporting the sugar. I usually like to use the what's it called? The freighter skin DLC, and then I use the autumnal red aesthetic for the local ships. It's a lot of ships coming in.
It's working. I think we have it.
Very good. Now let's find the double redundancy. Go. Put that ship down here. I like how we have 50,000 engineers working in the research institute and we still have 20,000 to spare. Stay there and let's put in the double redundancy. We're waiting for the resin. Should arrive any moment now, I guess. It should arrive from the other side. Yeah, that's the thing. I had to send the ship up there. Find it. Old World 20. Why are you empty?
Reporting in.
So here's the ship picking up the resin. This one is picking up... Maybe I was looking at it going the wrong way. Yeah, I keep being confused that I have the map turned around. That's why. It was actually going north, east, as opposed to going southwest, which I thought it was. The loading speeds on this place is atrocious at 5 tons per second, so let's have a look at that in regards to loading speed. And also equipped in Harbour Master's office. We have Hogarth, the Harbour Master, veteran of Trelawney. We can't get him. He's a quest item for the Queen. The same goes... No, we can actually make Khadija Tsegaya. Only 30% though. I mean, it's better than nothing. For some of these ships, I've been wondering if I should actually switch out the port dealer with some go here, loading speed. Equipped in a ship, something like Ermenegildia or Ermenegilda. He's good at 75%. Anseichendorf is good at 75%. Ermenegilda would actually be the best one, but I can't make that many of these. Salima, she's easily obtainable through I can buy sorry, I can buy her at Eli. That might actually be worth it, but I have a ton of ships that I have to change the port dealer out in if I want to do that. How many ships do I have? Storage, finance, it is finance. All islands. 170. That's 131 ships that I need to change out. I'm not sure I'm ready for that. But yeah, I mean, I'm not lacking money, but you can see I have 14 Tunkan. That's 18,000 versus 65,500 for 131 cargo ships. I think I mentioned this in the past as well. So replacing the overseas ships with the Duntunkans would be extremely expensive. Okay, these should now be producing lacquer. How much am I producing? 11 tons per minute. That's expensive. So 11 tons per minute, and I need that lacquer. I don't know how much I need of it. But if I make Old World Route 23... go from here to there, and you only need to transport lacquer. Should be enough with one. As in, one stack 100. Should get us a long way. So that's the lacquer demand satisfied. Do I want to transport it over? That's another question, though. You know, I don't really want to do that. Except... I need to find that ship. this off again. This is an assembly line for typewriters. We have an assembly line for biscuits. With the lacquer being produced, we probably should be able to just start up production. So we do have these two items. Yeah, let's put that there.
Summat for you to fiddle with. You've left the whole thing a ruddy jumble.
We have all of these items being produced on the island. Now things are getting very complicated. I'm not producing enough steel. I am producing enough brass. Does that mean that our steel reserves are going down? Yes, they are.
It's a surprise inspection.
I thankfully have 2 furnaces, which I can just turn on. And that should put us at what we need in regards to production. We are using 11 tons of ethanol here already. And that one assembly line is using 7 tons of lacquer. Okay. Typewriters are being produced. I don't think we need 7 tons of it. How much do you guys actually use? 2 tons. Good. Seems to... Well, this isn't level 3 yet. These are. And they do require the typewriters. Why can I cannot upgrade these? Because they do not have what? There we go, level 3. And all of these should be level 4 now. They are. We do have room for a lot of investors. And with the skyscraper maintenance on low, we are making ample money from these. These without any panorama, we still make money from these houses as long as we supply them with all this these materials that they need. Ah, that's where I should put these buildings. That's 4 of them. Let's take these 4 and put them down here. We also need space for another furniture store. And I do need space for a drugstore. I think I'll put the drugstore here when we need that. So let's just get ready for... If I put these here, take this one to there and this one to there, then we can do this and remove that. Now we can't build the drugstore yet because we need 1 level 5 investor's skyscraper, the same with the violins. So we need to deal with the billiard tables before we can deal with drugstores and violins. But this space is now reserved for the drugstore. And as for the 23rd route, we need to change that to be typewriters, if I can find them, that is. There we go. Accept, and yeah, the ship just went back on the route. Good. We also need the billiard tables, and for the billiard tables we are going to need celluloid, and we need to pop down to the new world to have a look at celluloid. Do I have any celluloid being made here? I think I do, because we need them for the fans. So we have 2 celluloid chemical plants here. we are currently using all of that. Now, the celluloid chain requires cotton, camphor wax, and ethanol. So where do we have the celluloid? We have them up there. Oof, oof. Put down 2 of them there. Now, how is our current ethanol situation?
An explosion in one of your factories.
It is fine. I swear I'm going to install the mod that removes the explosions because it's just annoying. That puts our celluloid at 16 tons per minute. Now, the celluloid factory is affected by double redundancy and also by Salvador the Stalwart. Salvador, we really should get him into action when it comes to the these factories. Because it will give us additional celluloid. Okay, can I?
The possibilities endless.
That's a chemical plant as well, which takes a celluloid. If I move... Is this a chemical plant? No, this is a laboratory. So if I move this scooter factory up there, scoot it up there, pun intended, and I put down a trade union here, that's going to cover all of them. Can move the fire station over. No, it doesn't really make sense to do that. What possibly makes sense is doing this. That makes sense, because maybe... I don't think I can. No, of course I can't. Some way I can do this. I can remove that road. But I still can't fit one of these in there. I need 2 more spaces. And I'd need to remove the road here as well. I don't know. We'll see what I do with this. I'm going to... This area is in bad need of redesign anyways. So... But yeah, let's put a Salvador into here. At least I was pretty certain I had one. Apparently I do not. So let's go back to the old world. And I'm going to do something that I haven't done yet. This Eden burning tree. Sadly, it needs to go, because I'm going to put down an item transfer depot. Put that there.
Modern economy needs all sorts of gadgets.
Good. Do I have a Salvador?
Experts and engineers. Now you can transport them.
Not yet. So I need to go in here. Item development. Salvador. Let's make 3 of him. The other item was double redundancy. I just made a couple of those, so I can already take one of those. 39 items. Put a double redundancy in there, and then as soon as Salvador is done, we can do the same for him. And we need to go down here and find the airport. Now this is going to be a little bit more challenging. Does that fit? Not really. This is the commuter station. I'm going to have to remove all of these.
I'm delighted to introduce our new colleague.
And I can remove these. I don't think it'll look that unnatural. If I just do this, I move this so that the door faces the road. Good. And then we build the item transfer depot here.
Here.
Gives
a
us
little
2 more
something to help
room.
you start filling up that storage space.
I don't think I need to put that in there unless I get it as a quest. No, I don't. Good. Go back here, go to the item transfer depot and find Salvador. Go back to the new world. Then we need to allow the item to load up, but
A bit of a coup securing their expertise.
we can put in the double redundancy. And we need to take a look at this now. That put us up to 20 celluloid. We're using 32 ethanol. Ethanol, 61 tons. Now, as soon as we get Salvador, that will also help. We can put him in now. And let's go have a look here again. We're at 37 tons of celluloid, and we are consuming 40 tons of ethanol. Okay, so we have 10 to spare. But we have ample to spare of celluloid. We have ample felt to spare. So what I now need to do is go here, and I need to go here. I need to go to the felt, set a minimum stock of 2,000. Go away. Then we need to go to celluloid, set a minimum stock here as well, 2,000. Seems good to me. We do have a minimum stock of 2,000 on the cotton fabric. We also need to do the same with the sugar, so that we don't run out of sugar, because these items are very important that we do not run out of on this island. But this one is producing film reels. And that should put us at a stage of film reels where we can actually, 9 tons per minute. So we can actually start considering exporting this to the old world, because our investors will want film reels as a lifestyle need. But we have a lot of investors. So if I enable that, does that also enable it on the skyscrapers? It does. How many tons of film reel are we going to need now? 4. Okay, so we can actually import the film reels, but I'm not going to do that in this episode. We are nearing the end anyways. So what I want to do is I want to go back to the new world. No, I need to check here first. We go to Puma Industry. We go to Investors, page 2, billiard table. The cherry wood is okay. We need the felt and we need the celluloid to be imported from the new world. We can go back to the new world. And we have a lot of ships that are not doing anything right now because I sent them down, which is good. So new world to old world, we would require route number 12. New world to old world 12, ship number 1. And then new world to old world 13, ship number 1. And then we need to set up a route for each of these. Now I think we can start with this one. This is a new world to old world 12. I don't know if we are going to require that much, so I'm just going to do 300 felt. Then for number 13, new world to old world 18, did in the group. That's the with, and then the old world, Kumu Industry. Now celluloid I believe we are going to need a lot more of, but I'm still just going to do 300 for now. Okay, then we can go back to the old world and we can put down an artisan's workshop for billiard tables. Now, is this affected by anything? It is affected... Okay. So it is affected by these items. The ones that are already affecting these assembly lines. I put it there. Speed things up, and I'm going to pause the recording for a moment, so I shall return shortly. There we go. Now we are producing the billiard tables as well. It's only being affected by one of the items and not the automation nation thingy, but that's okay. We should also pay attention to our artisan workforce, since most of these buildings take a lot of artisans. I had to do some modifications there. I had to set up a new trade route for cherry wood so that we are getting cherry wood also to Puma Industry, which also meant that I thought it might be a good idea to reduce the number of cherry wood that we transport down to the Throne of Wiv, because that's just going to fill up since we have nearly 10,000 storage capacity on the Throne of Wiv. So with the billiard tables being produced, I can first of all check how many billiard tables are we producing in terms of tons. 3 tons of billiard tables. Let's see, when it comes to the typewriters, we have one of those. If I just do this, this, and this, because we are definitely going to need more typewriters than we're going to need billiard tables. Find the billiard tables here, unload them, like so. It'll take a little while before they come on over.
Chaps at the Bees Club have lost the damn bet. You can quite clearly see from up here, no curvature of the earth whatsoever.
Really? Well, that's interesting.
We're in the presence of a virtuoso.
Gee, look at that, another Thomasina Langston. That's the second one in this episode alone. I mean, she's good. But it seems a bit redundant to get that many of her. Is she a Harbour Master item? Yeah, we have 8 of her now. She affects the public moorings. Yeah, we're waiting for the billiard tables to arrive. And Bente is dropping care packages, making our investors even happier. How nice. What's this about? Just a regular thing. Let's speed things up so we can get the billiard tables in. Happiness is unchanged, so... It's a quick trip back and forth, so they should arrive very soon. The engineers do not need the billiard tables. They do require the violins, however. And I assume that the investors will also be wanting violins at the next level of... rather, the final level of these skyscrapers. And in the next episode, yeah. I've made a conscious decision not to do the quest here, because in the next episode I expect that we should be getting around to dealing with the quest here, and then we might be able to have a look at the it's called the Skyline Tower, I think it is. So all we need now is, well, we don't need anything, we just do boom. And we have our first tier 5 skyscraper. Now what we can do, since we do have all of the billiard tables, we can just upgrade all of our investor skyscrapers to level 5. There we go. And now they want babies, no, toys I mean. They want a drugstore, and they want violins. So that is what we will be looking at in the next episode. Do we get intents on all of these now? Yes, we do. That is perfect. I don't care about the panorama on the engineers here, so all of the investors should be at intense, and they are. And all of the engineers should be at no panorama, which they are. So yeah, you all know what we're going to be looking at in the next episode then. Now, I think that's a good time to wrap things up. So if you have any questions and or comments, then please do feel free to leave those down in the comment section as per usual. And I'm also going to mention the usual little rant about if you don't have anything to leave down there, please consider just leaving an emoji or something silly, because it does really help with channel visibility, which is good for me, and it makes me happy, and it also makes YouTube happy, and it may, well, you know, all that kind of stuff. If you did like the video, then also please consider hitting the like button, as the kids these days say. Anyhow, thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope to see you all in the next episode.